Alright, so we're just going to go over this really quick. This is maybe not be the best way. I'm sure people will have to argue about which way this and that, but this is the way this worked for me, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean the coil in my Protank here. It's an ecg-c twist battery. All right. Short, sweet, and simple. I've already cleaned this out, otherwise I would wash it out with some water, dry it out with a paper towel. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to go ahead and rinse it underneath a little bit of water. Hot water works really well. Helps break up some of the e-juice on it. I'm just going to kind of dry it off a little bit. The reason why I'm keeping it in here, it's easier for me to grip. Take off the silicone grommet. Done. Now I can go ahead and grab it. I'm going to slowly and easily just pull that off. See my two flavor wicks in there? Pair of tweezers, nice and easy. Pull those off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse these out. See how it gets a little bit of that black part on there? Clean that off. Usually holding it with the tweezers to make sure you don't drop them down the drain. Pinch them a little bit. Make sure I get all that nasty burnt juice smell out of there. Done. Dry them off a little bit. Alright, so then what we're going to do, take this, so it's all nice and black and gross, rinse it off. Of course, now I'm going to wipe off and dry this, but I don't want to dry inside because I want it to stay wet on the wick. Take my ego twist. I'm going to crank my voltage up, all the way up, while this is still wet. Well, while the wick is still wet. And then just literally just 1/1000, 2/1000, 3. 1/1000, 2/1000, 3. And then what I'll do is I'll start blowing on it a little bit. Blow off any of the extra liquid, grime. 1/1000, 2/1000, 3. 1/1000, 2/1000, 3. One 1,000, 2 1,000, 3. Now you'll notice by keeping it wet, it burned off the water, but didn't burn my wick. Now when I go to put it back together, take my juice, make sure it's nice and cool. Just put a dab on there. Take my flavor wicks and make sure they're dried out as much as I can. If you finger them a little too much, it'll mess up the wicks, make them unravel. Put them back in there as straight as I can. my tweezers. Push them down in there. Another dot of juice. Take the top, put it back on. Silicone ring back on. Now we're clean. We're ready to go. Now I'll fill the bottle, or fill the tank, and then we'll try it out. Make sure I turn my voltage back down. For me, it's about 3.9. Do a couple puffs. Start getting my flavor. And there we go. That's it. That's how to clean your tank.